Well, hello again, Nations at War. We've been trying to talk about water channels and maybe some conveyor belts and things, and we were trying to figure out how to do that. Well, in multiplayer, there are quite a few problems to deal with, and this is just one of the solutions right here. It certainly has its own problems, but I'm going to show you it real quick. Basically, it's just a little... Oh, it's taken off without me. Oh god, no. Let me try this again. Ah, that's better. Die boat. Oh, what the... Anyway, whenever there's not a boat in your way, you should at least keep mostly on a straight track. And it'll keep you going. So you don't really have to do anything, just sit in the boat and move along. Not not super fast, but you know, for doing nothing at all, it's pretty effective. Alright, so that's that. I know you guys were talking about doing a conveyor belt, and I was trying to figure out how the hell can we do that? Because you can only go about 12 blocks and then you stop because you cannot push blocks any more than 12. So I figured it out. Now, I mean, there might be a little more effective way to do this, and scaling it again is a headache, but this works at the very least. Basically, what I have is I got one that's too wide, conveyor belt on either side, this side, and then further on it alternates to the other side. You can see they're synced up right here. I got a pulse to start the clock. I got this block is here to start or to complete the circuit, and then break it whenever you turn off the power again. Switches up here, which will power the track, which will drop it. Now, the only way for this to work is if the cart is centered, and that is not always easy to do. But what I did is I have this half step and a stair step here. Nope, sorry, I got a half block and a stair step here. And I have this on, what is that, 12 tick delay? No, 11 tick. And then 1 tick right here. So I'll just show you without me being in it. See, it pushes it to the center. And it goes all the way in. Now, of course, you just continuously do the same thing over and over again, and you'll have a, complete circuit. The only trick is the further you get, the more you have to work with timing. This one is just right. Then I only have to have one repeater between each of these. Of course, flip the switch off and it'll stop because that piston will pull back the block and break the clock. And I'll show you this works when you're in it too. Get me out! Let's get one of these with the chest in it. So that's what you want to use it for, transporting items. Break that. Break. Break. Fine, don't break. Let's put junk in here. No! Whoops. Okay. And all the stuff's still there. Alright, well, that's that. Extending this further, it would work, but it'd be a nightmare. I assume you'd have to put it on a 6-tick delay to keep in sync with this one. Or... yeah, 6-tick delay, and then you'd have to have another clock. Or if you do this, you have to have the clock like over here, and then have it connected to that set, this set, the next set, the next set. But of course, the further you go, the more complicated it gets, the more room you need, and I don't think it's just not that efficient, but it works.